Good evening. It's Wednesday night. It's back in time for some more Fantasy Star Generation 1. We've defeated some dragons, we've climbed some towers, we've climbed down some towers, and now we're ready to take on the ice planet Dezoris. We've got to consult first. Remember where we were. Orkbar. Any dragons there? I doubt it. The Dezorians might know where the Frost Dragon's lair is, though. I sure hope they're friendly. And that's all they say. Okay. Well, if we need to be on another planet, we're in the wrong town. Everybody's got full health. I think we're all good there. Let's go to Gothic. Where to? Skewer. See if the NPCs there have anything new to say. Okay. Evening, Hysteric Moon. How you going? Well, you tell me. I want to know. I want to know if it's appreciably worse. If your phone says it's 1080, so no, fair enough. I'm not sure I get too many people watching me on the bus. So yeah, you never know with your with your own stream if the sound's loud enough or anything like that. And of course, I do a sound check before I start every night. Ocho, we have to follow up this Spanish number quest. You never know exactly how good your stream looks. Because I was, and this is years ago now, I was doing streams and then exporting them straight to YouTube just because I was, lazy, and I was doing it on my PS4. And then you would see it on YouTube and it'd be like, so you wouldn't know till then that they were really struggling. So you gave up with audio because the game's always off, and fair enough. Yes, you do it hard mode, swapping games all the time. Like the other week when I swapped in Tiny Toon Adventures, I was like, what do you do? Oh, exactly, yeah. If I ever do change games, I'll be sure to ask. How far did you get with Slap Fight last night? Is that music? Fair enough, fair enough. So we need to find caves. We need to find caves. Halfway's not bad for the first play of a shoot 'em up. Oh, great. They're casting poison already. You got halfway on both modes. There you go. Oh, well done. You're far more of a pro gamer than I. Shmups are my weak point. I'm rubbish at them. Oh, Infinite continues. That does change things. I'm not proud. I don't care about 1CCing a game. Let's just, as long as I can just press start and keep going, I'm happy. Well, I think you're getting lots of practice, Moon, for sure. You have to get better. A win's a win. Let's see how lightning works. Just have to turn that down a little bit. It's really loud. Leave it to the speedrunners and everybody else. The people with far more patience. I was playing Pokemon Stadium with my daughter earlier, so I'm expecting these flying enemies to be weak to electric, but obviously that's not quite happening. Ah, here's our Dezorians with their rifles, shotguns, their tall hats. How many hits does it take to take one of these guys down? One round of the whole crew. Oh, exactly. Like those 1cc challenges and other stuff like that. You know, it's like some speedrun categories. They're challenges that people have created for their own. So you'd hope the developers would just, while they may adjust for those kind of categories. I know newer games can have built-in speedrun modes, but at the end of the day, you want to design a game that you play end to end and has that experience that you want the player to have. And if they want to make it harder for themselves, go for your life. I'd be very proud of beating Echo. That final level boss fight setup where you have to go through the entire level again sounds very tough. Let's do some magic as well. It's good to see Tyrone's ice effect isn't really affecting his damage, so I guess despite the fact they live on the ice planet and it's all snowy, yeah. It isn't a push. It's not a pushover in a different way. You need to have a lot more patience. You need to be willing to grind if necessary, and you need to be happy to bang your head, against the dungeon for however long. Get really, really comfortable with the textures and get really used to it, because you'll be looking at them for a while. I always have. I always want to go back to earlier Final Fantasies. Kirk Pass. Let's see where this takes us. But the first one I played properly was Final Fantasy VII. And every time I've tried to go back and play 6, because everybody says 6 is the best. Yeah, it's not that bounce off it, but I just don't have the time, And I had a look at the Final Fantasy 1, PlayStation and Game Boy Advance, just the tweaked versions, the remakes. But, the reason people are nostalgic for them is because they played them on a NES, and whatever bugs were in Final Fantasy 2 that made the whatever system didn't work and all that sort of stuff, they'd be all fixed. So it's not the same. Now I'm comfortable playing this because it's different. It's been translated. It wasn't easily available in the West, but I also play Final Fantasy. God, I nearly said Final Fantasy Star 1. But I play Fantasy Star 1, so I know what the original's like as well. I've never played 1 and 2 on the NES, actually only later versions which may be more balanced. I did play FF3 on the NES, so there you go. So you had a NES back in the day, or was that going back to the NES? Because I know you're a Sega fan. And back in those days, that meant you either had a Sega or you had a Nintendo because families couldn't afford both. At least that was the way for my family. We had a Commodore 64 and a Mega Drive at the same time, but that's because we'd had the Commodore 64 for like 6 years by that point. And because of pirating games, we never spent money on games. The UK got it right. America's got too much love for the NES. No, I'm joking. I didn't know anybody who had a NES either. I knew somebody who had a SNES. And by that point it was, that was like middle of the early 90s. So in school, like in junior primary, I was the king of the computer lab because we had a Commodore 64 at home, and instead of typing like this, I could type like this. So I was like twice as fast. And then you'd have the random person who might have a Sega Master System as well. Oh, those are the days. I played New Zealand Story to death on the 64. Love that game. I have the arcade version of it sitting around here somewhere, and it looks, and it's, oh, those days when the arcade was just 10 million miles ahead of what you would get on consoles. The New Zealand Story looks amazing on arcade. I mean, it still looks pretty good on the Commodore 64. I love the music. And I'm sure the Master System would have done the music justice as well. Ah, there you go. There's a Mega Drive New Zealand Story I found is Japan only. I will have to check my Wii. Dodgy sentence there. I'll have to check my Wii because I've got a full collection of Mega Drive games on there, but it might just be Western ones. So I'll have to see if New Zealand Story's in there because you don't need text to beat New Zealand Story. It's a platformer where you're a Kiwi. A Kiwi who's the wrong colour, but you know, that's life. I'm concerned about the toughness of enemies around here because it's going to be, because you know, I won't lie to you, I've looked at the world map for Dezoris. There's a lot of caves to get through. Or passes, I guess. So the fact that there are these corridors, you know, cheers me up. Because these corridor type textures usually mean there's no, you know, B1 and B2 and all that sort of stuff, so fingers crossed. But I'll tell you, man, I was almost struggling to make it tonight. And I remember you and Big Tall Not Small having a chat about sticking to your schedule the other night. Because I took the kids, you know, it's a public holiday in Australia, it's Australia Day or Invasion Day if you prefer. Took the kids to the beach. We walked quite a long way, and you know, I had the backpack with the change of clothes for the kids and the cooler bag with lots of water for them. So by the time we walked up and back, I was completely wrecked, and we all got a little bit sunburnt, even though we all were, you know, put our sunscreen on first. So this afternoon, about 5 o'clock, I was like, I'm cooked. I don't feel up to it. I've got to work tomorrow. But a nice cool shower and plenty of water, and we're back. We're back on song. Well, I was watching some streams last night because being a public holiday today, I stayed up late watching streams, as you might have noticed. I was looking up 8-bit Do controllers because I'd love just to get a Mega Drive one. But it just takes you to Amazon UK or US, and I think in both it said it was not really available, so we're sticking with the Xbox 360 for now. And trying to play Pokemon Stadium. What am I doing? There we go. Yeah. And to be honest, the fixed schedule is relatively easy for me. It's like the start time shifts around a little bit just based on when the kids go to bed. No, you're my sensei, Moon. You're leading me through. Because you know, my kids aren't old enough to have any after-school sports, and COVID has kind of put a stop to everybody's social lives in a way. So me being home on a Wednesday and a Sunday night is almost guaranteed. So there's no issues with maintaining that schedule for me. But yeah, I was playing to try and, you know, entice her to be good, and you know, as a reward, I showed her Pokemon Stadium 2 on the N64. But to play it, we had to use the Xbox controller. And you try explaining to a 6-year-old who's never seen an N64 controller that, you know, A is A, that's fine, but X is B, because on this other controller, that's where the B was. Also, all those yellow triangles you see, that's this stick. She did well. She really did well for it. So, only 7 months in, there you go. You seem a lot more seasoned than that to these newbie eyes. But yeah, I can't explain to my, you know, adult brother-in-law what emulation is. So try and explain it to a 6-year-old, like, so the computer is pretending to be a different computer, and that other computer had a controller that looked like this, and she was just like, "What the fuck are you talking about, Dad?" Oh, hello, secret passage. Yeah. Oh, they're casting magic. Stars. People know roughly when you'll be on, except when I hold you up. I like how the rifles kind of spook them. Like that lunchtime, whatever, sometimes let's see what they're doing. Yeah. I watch streams while I'm at work, you know, depending on what I'm doing, of course. If I'm in a meeting, just got to go. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm getting stuck in your brain, Moon. This is too much. You've got to put pressure on me. I can picture it in my mind now. My wife saying to me in a month's time, "We can go out on Wednesday night. Who cares? You've only got like 2 viewers." But it's like, but Moon will be expecting me. Well, the Fantasy Star ones are way more popular in the retro category than Metal Gear, unfortunately. Maybe the Sunday night timing is different as well. Then all the people who hang with me would be in bed. Fair enough. Well, I would definitely watch more of yours as well, but you go so late at night. Europa's earrings found. Ooh, what are those? Belonging to the goddess Europa. Restores HP as their wearer walks. Well, there's only one person I can see needing earrings. Not to be sexist. Oh, daylight savings. Don't get me started. Like, I like daylight savings, but when you're doing anything international and suddenly everything shifts by an hour, it's just like, Oh, doesn't it? Oh, there you go. So everybody just changes around Japan. Japan just stays still. Well, that makes things easier, surely. Ah, okay. So when you were streaming, people who were up earlier weren't because they were now an hour ahead or an hour behind of where they usually would be. That's what the VODs are for. You miss the first hour, catch up after. You can tell by how much Moon is swearing how well things are going. You can tell by how tired or how slurry I sound, how well things are going after the first hour. How much I'm running away from battles. Oh my god. There's a raid going on. My God. Welcome aboard, everyone. Welcome to Mr. Machine Gun. We're playing Final Fantasy Star 1. Going well, Legio Necros. Going very well. We're trucking through the ice planet. Smacking around some flying Volraths. We're spelunking. We're doing caves. How are you going this fine evening? Oh. Actually, how we're going is that we're getting to the point of wanting to skip all the battles. We're getting very full on with the encounter rate. Playing some Mass Effect. Cool. I love the Mass Effect series. I've got the Legendary Edition sitting there. And I just sometimes jump on the PlayStation 4, put on a podcast, and just troll around far planets looking for resources. It's good fun. And then you get back onto your ship, and they ring you up and go, "Hey, get back to the plot." And you go, "Nah, I think I'll go look at this planet now." Level 46 now, so we're definitely cranking up the levels. The XP levels around on this planet, like is that a never finished at Moon, or is that a I need to finish my latest attempt at it? The Legendary Edition is pretty cool. Like, I obviously haven't finished Mass Effect 1 on it yet, but it looks good, works good. No complaints here. You know how some of those remasters come out in a terrible state? Broken, bugs. Not so. Let's figure out where we are. Oh. Stopped on 2 for no real reason, just too many other games. See, I feel like the final stretch of 2 is the high point for the whole series. So I would definitely encourage anybody to finish 2 at least. If you jump into 3 and you get a bit of whiplash and go, not sure, then yeah. Well, I don't want to spoil too much for you, man, but with the, speaking of Final Fantasy VI earlier, the final mission, you have to make some parties out of all your characters and try and pick based on people's strengths and weaknesses, and for one big final mission. So yeah, it's really good when a game does that, rather than going, those 3 people you've been using for like the last 40 hours. Yeah, just keep using them. Mass Effect does encourage you to use all your party members anyway, because they've got all the achievements around, do 20 missions or whatever with the Esper or whatever it's called. Do they have the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer in the Legendary Edition at all? They made you kill the character you're working on the achievement for. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh, and Moon doesn't like choices too much sometimes. You get overwhelmed. Yes, absolutely. The perfect choice in a video game is a save point, then you choose, and you have yes or no. You don't have like 10 options to pick from. Yes, the ME2 endgame does make you make some hard choices. Yes, welcome aboard, Somewhat Professional. How are you going tonight? This is a much more old school RPG compared to Mass Effect. We don't have guns, we don't have bullets, we don't have funky party abilities, we just press buttons. Oh, you raided Legio and... I apologise if I'm saying that right or wrong. You raided and that raid carried on here. It's a raid train. Welcome aboard. Thank you for sticking around. For the very grindy mission we're on. We're on a quest to defeat 4 mystical dragons. I think I'm going to run away from these slimes going forward. They're just big sacks of HP. Too much defense, too much HP. Too much, full stop. And Lutz is going to die, so let's get this wrapped up. There we go, awesome. Let us heal before we go further. Couldn't run, of course. So now we have to get completely reamed for a full round before we can do anything else. Good thing I healed. Okay. Do I still have an escape cloth? Yes, might as well use it. Make the scarpering sound. Got some regen just for running away. There you go. Okay. I love the snow falling effect. That's really cool. Seeing it on the Master System, there was definitely no rain falling effects going on. Rain. Snow is what I meant to say. We're lacking a bit in items. Healing items, I should say. Let's do magic instead. Okay. At least in between these passes or caves, whatever you want to call them, it's pretty straightforward which way to go. There's a cave at each end. Is this the part with the bell? I'm not sure yet. We're trying to get to Akuba or Orkbar to ask them if they know about the ice dragon, and then from there we'll go from there. Well, in 2 there was the music teacher, and 2 there was the tree that you had to find. There's so many different quests to do. They had a good variety of quests. In this one, it's more a case of go here, kill this. And on your way, kill a lot of things as well. Just keep on trucking through them. So there's a deserted airport here with those bio monsters, I think. Or is that 4? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I don't remember. I'm too old to remember. Troa Pass. All right. Let's get an atlas out since we found a secret wall last time and got a little bit lost. I did not expect there to be secret walls and just these kind of connecting passes, so good to know. Last decade, yeah. Always look for traps. Helen's necklace found. Okay. Let's have a look at that. Belonging to Helen of Troy. Restores HP as its wearer walks. Okay, Alice can't equip it. Go down the list. Meow can. Ooh, magic defense too. Let's give things to people because Meow's inventory is getting a bit full. There we go. Okay. So we've got 2 healing items that heal people as they walk, which will be very helpful for just keeping those HP totals up. Why am I doing this fight? Oh my god. This is going to take so long. In Phantasy Star 4, when you get to Dezoris, it's full of zombies. I think. Oh god, now you're making me doubt myself as well. Like the Overland is zombies, but then you go to the Esper Mansion and meet Kira. Best character, by the way. 10-year-old me thought Kira was awesome. There we go. Words. I'm good at words. Yeah, I think that's 4. Because I do remember those zombie. I thought the zombie enemy, design was really cool. Because they would just go, and like just gunk would run down their faces, and that was their attack animation. Look at that experience. It's insane. No wonder we're in the, high 40s. Let me walk through the wall. I don't know how many of these caves we have to go through. Rabbits with their guts falling out. Oh, God. That does ring a bell. They were trying to traumatize children, weren't they? Then again, I guess maybe the average age of an RPG player in Japan might have been different. I don't know. I keep thinking I could maybe introduce my eldest daughter, to RPGs by playing Phantasy Star 2 or something, because it's got lots of, Don't drop your phone in the bath. All right, cool. Thanks for hanging around, Moon. But yeah, trying to. Well, that's the thing. That's exactly it. It's like, but it's got cartoony graphics. It's got story, so we can just read out the story together. But then in between that, there would be like an hour and a half of just this. So I was like, no, that's not really going to work, is it? Wow, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, not a bad idea. Well, she loves Pokemon, so I could just stick a phone in her hand and go, look, here's a Game Boy emulator. And Pokemon Yellow. She would get on board with Pokemon Yellow, although she'd be like, why is Pikachu so fat? How's everybody's health going? Am I going the right way? I don't know. There's no world map. On the plus side, we are, trying to reach a town. So we're not going to reach a dungeon at the end of this and have no... Well, she loves Pokemon Go, so, I showed her Pokemon Stadium too, and going like, look at this. You got like 4 attacks to choose from, and you can only use the attacks a certain amount of times, as opposed to Pokemon Go, which is... So yes. I did get Surfing Pikachu. I looked up how to get Surfing Pikachu because I heard about it and I wanted it. Pokemon Yellow was my first Pokemon game because I watched the cartoon every morning. I loved it. Oh, of course it's rigged. It's a secret in a JRPG. There's no way to figure it out on your own. They're designed to be, you know, rumored in magazines or on playgrounds. Raquel pass, and then, you know, one kid says to another kid on the playground, "You can get Pikachu and he can surf." My brother who works at Nintendo told me, and then they go out and go, "Give me 3 copies of Pokemon Yellow, please." Let's do a do heal. And one more right heal. Okay, cool. Get that health up. So the official strategy guide does not tell you how to get Surfing Pikachu. See, game FAQs is a superior method for it, for anything. Because there is some, you know, there is some person with way too much time on their hands who not only tells you how to get Surfing Pikachu, but has like 20 text pages of every single Pokemon stats and best strategies. Oh, it tells you, but give me tips for strategy. Ah, okay. Well, I'll tell you what my Pokemon Yellow strategy was. There was one other guy at high school who liked Pokemon and was a big nerd, so I got him to bring his Game Boy in. We traded so I could get Alakazam, and then I just used Psybeam on everything. Because in the first generation of Pokemon, Psychic was completely broken, and I loved it. So I'll play a later Pokemon game and just... Oh wow, Mewtwo and Starmie to level 100, that would have taken forever. Oh wow, that's a very patient strategy. 20 Elite Fours, good God. I can imagine it being more. Run away from these. These guys are boring to fight. In those days, it was I was working my first part-time job while also going to high school. So when I finished the game, I was on to the next game because I had money and I wasted it on video games. So I never really did any of the I've never done any of the post-game stuff in any Pokemon game, to be honest. I should. What I do with Pokemon now is I just play it. I grab an emulator on my phone. I just play it when I'm doing something boring like putting the kids to bed or something. That is a lot of grinding. There's a lot of the Elite Fours. Actually, I tell a lie. I did. I started on the post-game stuff in Pokemon Fire Red, and then I got up to some island somewhere, and I put the game down. And as always happens, I completely forgot what I was doing. And while Pokemon Fire Red had that awesome, last time you played, you did this kind of thing. I think once you're in the post-game, it just goes, last thing you did was beat the Elite Four. So the game did not help me in that regard. Not at all. Yeah, the Pokemon series are awesome RPGs. I don't think I've played one since Pokemon Black and White. So can't remember if I had Black or White. But I didn't have a 3DS, I don't have a Switch, so I'm well behind on my Pokemons. Except for Pokemon Go. Yeah. So you were streaming Pokemon, awesome. You don't want to do it again? Nah, fair enough too. All you get is a GIF. Like, you just get, you know, Pikachu going up and down. That looks awesome, but yeah, probably not worth the effort. All right, they want to fight. Let's fight. I do love the certificates you get at the end of a Pokemon game. It does feel like a nice achievement. Like the old school games where it would say congratulations in big letters when you beat it. Now you get a hour-long credit sequence and a hook for the next sequel. Listen to me being an old curmudgeon about video games these days. Well, I do actually have to do a bit of digging with Mugen 64 Plus, I think is the emulator I was using to play Pokemon Stadium 2. I grabbed a ROM of Pokemon Gold, one of the ones I haven't played, had a quick crack at it. So you can transfer your Pokemon from it fine, but if you try and play the Pokemon Stadium Super Game Boy type thing, it doesn't work. Just completely says no go. Ah, you're a collector. Awesome. I wish I could collect. That would require money and space, and I don't have either. Full disclosure, this is an emulator right now as well, not a capture card or anything. Oh, you started before it got too ridiculous, yeah? Oh, seeing some of those prices and then thinking about some of the games I've sold back in the days for, you know, store credit or a couple of bucks. Oh, regrets. My Nintendo 64 games especially, I've still got the Zelda Gold cartridges. But because of those crappy cardboard boxes, as soon as I'd get them, you know, they'd live on the shelf for a while. The cardboard box would collapse. It'd be no good. Ah, Ocarina in the box, traded for an S Amiibo. What do you think? Good trade? Because I'm guessing Ocarina is probably worth even more now. Amiibos. Are they still doing those, or was that a Wii U only thing? Like, I like the Amiibos for the aesthetics of them. I think they look cool, but yeah, other than that. Ah, they keep doing Smash characters. Okay, there you go. How many would have been in the original set of Smash? That would have been quite a few. Except for Waluigi. God, that's a lot of Amiibos. See, this is the problem with having kids as well. If I had Amiibos in the house, I would not have Amiibos in the house for long. They would get played with, they would get destroyed. I got a Funko Pop of Michael J. Fox from, you know, in his Back to the Future gear. One birthday, and my daughter, or one of my daughters, had torn the arms off like the next day. Yeah, it would make for a cool wall though. Here's my Nintendo wall. And they're all in their, you know, fighting poses. Oh no. Lutz is dead, and he's the only one who can revive people. $1 million question, do we push on? I have no idea how far away we are from that bloody town. Because they've all got regen items. They've all got healing items. And just the damage outstripped what they could do. Collabo heal. Okay. We are running out of magic. Collabo Ra heal. Okay. Luster banish. Don't know what the hell that is. Alright, let's try some collabos. Oh no! I think the crystal just broke. Oof, okay. Bad choice. Tyrone has no magic power. Alright, we'll just have to get these guys down. The old-fashioned way. They're gonna kill Meow. Definitely going to kill the cat. Oh, right, okay. About healing items. How are we doing for healing items? Very badly. Yeah, the healing crystals are broken because they're not regenning every turn anymore either. Oh no, Elisa, you needed your regen crystal. These blue slimes are now my 100% most hated enemy in the game. Alright. I'm surprised it let me go into the menu that far. Oh, you haven't played it? Oh, I recommend it. It's grindy. Fantasy Star 1, Fantasy Star 2. I think we made it. Please tell me that's a town. Ugh. Yeah, I recommend Fantasy Star 1, 2, and 4. Not necessarily 3. Oh, you got the Amber Eye. Tajim told us about you. Come in, you freaking warriors. I like that. I'm screenshotting that one. Oh, yeah, whatever came on. Oh, yes, the Mega Drive or Genesis collection, depending on what part of the world you're in. Most of the Mega Drive and Genesis collections came with 2 and 4. No, 2, 3, and 4. Fantasy Star 1 was on the Master System, and I think on the PlayStation 3, which would be the Xbox 360 one as well, if you got a certain way through to Fantasy Star 2, I think, then you unlocked Fantasy Star 1. These are very old memories, and my PlayStation 3 is nowhere within reach to check. But hey, free chess. Hey, new town. Dezorian, welcome to Akbar Parmans. Now get on out of here, you dig? Well, we're going to save our game before we do anything else. And then we're going to bring back our buddy. Oh, I like how the different races have different healing shops and everything else. I'll heal you up something nice like. Got it. Hey, Ballybap, how you going? Yes, I'm loving the blue. It's very blue chill vibes. Very icy. We've got so much Meseta from all those battles we fought. I don't like bullies. Got it? I got it, buddy. Oh, I forgot this guy does have a different one. Slept a bit better last night. How are things? Oh, that's good to hear. Things are great. I'm recovering from a bit of a beach day sunburn, but the fan's on and my skin is slowly getting less bright red, so we're doing all right. The other side of town lies. The frost dragon guards the aeroprism on this planet. You need the ice digger to dig the ice around its cave. I don't know what kind of accent they're meant to be having. I'm not going to try it. The frost dragon guards the aeroprism on this planet. You need the ice digger to dig the ice around its cave. So this guy just said the other side of town lies, and he says the aeroprism is on and the ice dragon's on this planet, which I think is probably true. Shops are rare, but what you need here, you dig? Ooh, Caduceus. Staff of Healing. Well, it's slightly more attack, so let's do it. This is a meow item. Luxurious fur vest for animals. Lovely. Yeah, get rid of the fine fur. Light beam that refracts damage. More defense for loots is absolutely required. We want to sell because we've got the plasma sword, which we don't need anymore. Ah, good. They don't let you sell the required quest items. That's good. You can't accidentally sell the hovercraft and stick yourself. So, yes. So Elisa's healing crystal definitely broke. I have to see if I can buy another one. Thank you. See, we Dezorians ain't bad peeps, you dig? The fact they keep saying you dig makes me worry about what kind of accent they're meant to be having. I got a nice digger. You want to get it or what? Well, 56,000. Good God. Yes, we need it. Don't need searchlights at the moment. A couple of escape cloths wouldn't hurt. Always need more atlases. Not the dialogue you're expecting. The other planets are normal. But with the Motavians, which is the second planet, and Dezorians, which is this planet, you get a translation ring. So obviously the translation ring doesn't work quite as well as you'd expect. Okay. This shop music just reminds me so much of Triple Triad. It's crazy. Just a do 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 do. It seems like the same instrument. Ever played Guild Wars 1? I haven't played any of the Guild Wars series, unfortunately. Do they have random species that talk funny? Let's see who's in this igloo. Chieftain, the gem, your weapons, you diced up the wise dragon and Medusa good. God, word travels fast. Travels interstellar. You won't dice up the frost dragon, I bet. Bet you we will. The world's been icebound for eons. The amber eye might have the power to change the world. You freaking dig? Really? You want to dice up Lashiek? You're going to have to kill the frost dragon. Yes, I know, we've been told. That'll get you the Aero Prism and the Corona Key. We Dezorians guard the Eclipse Torch in the Corona Tower. Yes, I'll have to say 2005 would be retro. Use it on telemetry. Has it still got a good player base? Is it still online, or is it you're just playing single player? Use it on telemetry. You may get the Dragon Key from Goran Morg, so you can dice up the Frost Dragon. The Laconian armor's stashed there too, so grab it while you're there. You dig? Geez, that was an info dump. Do we use Raquel Pass to reach Goron Morg? Yes. What if it's a lie? We'll find out soon. Oh, a challenge thing. What's the challenge? The Aero Prism lets you see stuff hidden by the magic and the magnetism. You dig me? The prism is something sweet. The Eclipse Torch can make the Lerma tree bloom. God, this is all... Is anybody taking notes? The Corona Tower is north. You got to use the passages to get around, you dig? Okay. So check all the dialogue. There's one Lerma tree to the south. What does it look like? Keep its nuts in the Laconian pot, you freaking warriors. I think I'm going to have to start calling people you freaking warriors. Everything that's been said on the left side of the town sounds true. The other side of the town lies. The Black Dragon guards the Aero Prism on this planet. Got it? You need the Eclipse Torch to melt the ice around its cave. The Black Dragon... Okay, yep. Based on what I know from Phantasy Star 4, I think the right side of the town are lying. A lone balsam tree grows to the north. It's going to grow nuts from the ellipse. Got it? Do you? I think the right side of the town are dodgy. That gem, your weapons. You must ice the wise dragon and... There's two chieftains. This is blowing my mind. You must ice the wise dragon and Medusa. Yeah, you'll definitely kill the frost dragon. You bet we will. The planet's been on ice forever. I bet the amber eye can make Dezoris all nice and green-like. Got it? I seriously doubt that. So you want to ice Lashiek? Nix that frost dragon, take the Aero Prism, and use it on the Lerma tree to the north. The Eclipse Torch ain't needed, so why even bother going to the Corona Tower? I know we need the Eclipse Torch. The Morg is north-northeast of Raquel Pass. Right. Does that mean it's south-southwest then? I'm assuming it should just be doing the opposite. The Lerma nuts can make you see things kept all secret-like by magic and magnetism. Got it? Plus the nuts are tasty. Tasty nuts. The Corona Tower is to the south. We got the caves to travel underground. Got it? Okay, like we're heading north. Okay. Because I don't think we've heard anything about a black dragon. Save again, now that we've done all that NPC chatter. And then we do, yep, okay. There's a huge Twitch base though for some reason. There's probably more people watching than playing. It might be the case of it's easier to watch someone go through it than do the grind yourself. Especially if you can jump in on a stream where you're up to like a raid boss or something like that. Does it have raid bosses? I'm assuming it does. Being an MMO. Don't forget, a lot of what people watch video games for is so people play it so you don't have to. Oh yeah, what makes it unusual? More like Diablo. Oh wow. I like Diablo. Okay. So there is definitely something. That's the town. Okay, let's just go to the Raquel Pass and see what happens. Now that we're healed up. We even missed a bit. There you go. Just don't inform yourself. Watch it blind, hey? Well, I have to give it a squeeze. I said it on stream the other night that I'm very lucky that World of Warcraft and its ilk came out when I was already working and that sort of stuff, because otherwise, who knows where my life would have ended up. Lucia's Mirror. Okay, let's see what this one is. Belonging to the priestess Lucia. Restores HP as its wearer walks. Alright. Elisa cannot equip it. Can't give it to Lutz. Oh, can't give it to Lutz because Lutz has too much stuff. Yes. I think we can finally get rid of the Iron Claw. We definitely did not need that to progress. Okay. Let's give it to Lutz first and go from there. Oh, that's good. So you can just drop in, drop out. You don't need to necessarily be in at a certain time to, you know, you don't need to organise raiding parties and stuff, because that would always be the hardest bit for me, is just getting people together. There's a reason why I'm playing, you know, video games by myself on a Wednesday night rather than playing in a D&D game or playing an MMO or something like that. Okay. Oh, that's cool. And are the AI NPCs good? Are they? I mean, always having real players would be better. Although you never know, some players might drag you down. But yeah, the AI NPCs good, because that'd be the make or break. You do everything in the game with them if you know what you're doing. There you go. Similar to Mass Effect. I really struggled to get my head around that you didn't directly control your crew. And playing it on the PS4, giving them direct commands is almost a bit too hard sometimes, so I just set the AI and go. So as long as the AI is half decent, then yeah, it's a great idea. 140 skills per class. Oh my god, they just want to keep you going, eh? How many classes are there? Well, I applaud them, because that is what, 1,680 skills across 12. I just did some good maths, and you made it 10, so that's easy. 1,400 skills. That's a lot of skills. Skills to pay the bills. I did play Phantasy Star Online on the Dreamcast, being a humongous Phantasy Star fanboy and a Sega fanboy, and that was one of the things that, you know, it was the early days of MMOs. people didn't know what they were doing. And the game had 4 areas, and you had trading, you had rare items, you had all those kind of MMO tropes as well, and you could party up and do stuff. 8 out of 14. God, I would be trapped. I'd be like, I can't choose. There will be 6 skills I can't use in the end. Oh, that's too many. I like having access to everything. Oh. You're making somewhat professional. You're making Guild Wars sound very complicated. It's my old man brain. Yeah, Phantasy Star Online, you beat the 4 areas, you beat the final boss, and then really there was not much else to do except grind more levels, which didn't unlock anything. It was just more levels. The drip feed, that's the way to go. They've got to keep you coming back. They can't give it to you too quickly. Lacking a heal crystal for Elisa is actually really dragging her health down. Can't remember where I got them from. Before the era of what you got to call manipulative gaming, dailies endlessly. Manipulative gaming is a very good term for it. Come back every day. Come on, come back every day. If you come 7 days in a row, you get extra stuff. And then if you check in for this, if you check in 3 times, then you get this, and but also you have to click through ads just to get in, and blah 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 blah. Please, engagement. Mobile games are the worst for that. Oh, no subscription. There you go. That's definitely the way to go. They should have cosmetic shops and that sort of gear rather than subscriptions is the way I feel about it. Then again, I do work in IT, so I do know how expensive it is to host things, especially when you've got thousands and thousands of people trying to use it all at the same time. Their business model was you would buy expansions and character slots. Okay. Character slots is a good idea. I'm sick of being this ranger or hunter or whatever. Now I'm going to be a warrior or a magician or a wizard. And then you can jump back to them as well. Are any of the classes obviously rubbish? So missing out on 2 of them wouldn't hurt too bad? Or are they all solid gold? One is, okay. So that leaves 9 decent classes to choose from. I'll tell you what, I'm very sick of fighting these Dezorians already. We've seen enough of them for a lifetime tonight. The one you chose to So that's the challenge. Not just soloing with the worst class. Very brave, very brave. What is the worst class? Okay. Oh my god, every time I choose to run... the game has a lot of melee shutdown, so... Everybody else has some sort of ranged options. I would say I love that that split that warriors can't do anything else, but they can support themselves better. Okay. Oh, everybody gets a turn before Elisa, so we can run away. Please. Ice Digger! I need to figure out where we need to go. I have a map, but it's not labelled. And I'm guessing wherever we end up going to find this next place, it will be surrounded with ice. And I'm confused about where we're going next, simply due to the lying Dezorians. Let me just see if I can get myself a bit acquainted with where we actually are. So go through there, come out there, all the way there. Okay. Looks like Raquel Pass actually isn't where we need to be. Level 48. Rack 'em up. What are we going to find? Derappies! That takes me back. Takes me back to Phantasy Star Online. having played Phantasy Star 2, Phantasy Star 4, not really looking like playing Phantasy Star 3 for 5 minutes. Getting to Phantasy Star Online and having Rappies be everywhere, it's like, what? These are new, and it's like, no, they're from Phantasy Star 1 and 3. So somewhat professional, why Guild Wars 1? What about Guild Wars 2? You ain't online too. So obviously you prefer 1? Ah, wow, okay. God, that doesn't sound good for Guild Wars 2. If you're comparing it to Zelda 2, oh no. Trying to figure out where exactly we are in the world. Ah, okay, fair enough. So it's not horrendously bad like Zelda 2. Although I think people's opinion of Zelda 2 has changed. You think it is? Okay, hang on. Let's see where we are. Corona Pass. Is this one we've been in before? No. You need the Corona key to enter Corona Tower. Right. Fair enough. We don't need to be here yet. Hardcore fans. Let's do some ice digging. Oof. It's always a trick with the sequel. You make it exactly the same, and people will be like, "This is just exactly the same. Too much of the same rubbish." Make it different. You had a 45-minute Guild Wars 2 hate stream. It was just 45 minutes of. Look how badly this sucks. I play the Metal Gear series on Sundays. So I did Metal Gear 1 on the MSX, well, the PC version of that. Metal Gear 2 on the MSX, and then I did Snake's Revenge on the NES. That's the one I finished most recently. We're up to Metal Gear Solid now. But that was just like, oh my god, this game sucks so hard. And I just wanted to beat it to say that I had. Well, in an MMO, world design is really important. We've beaten a challenge, everybody's happy. Now, let me tell you why Guild Wars 2 sucks ass. It's the after party. As long as you keep your hate to 45 minutes, that's a. You don't want to go. You don't want to have an 8-hour hate stream. That would just be unhealthy. This is actually just making me sad. Oh no. Okay, where are we now? Ice Cave. Oh, we wanted to like it so hard. Ooh, look at that. Different textures. This is also not where we need to be. We need to be at the Garon Morgue. But while we're here, let's have a look. Revenants. Love a good zombie enemy. Well, if you gave Guild Wars 2 a fair shake, that's all you can do. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Oh, poison vom. They're heavy hitters. I'm a bit concerned about how heavily they're hitting. Oh, nothing worse than when you invest so much time in it too. It's going to get good. It'll be good. It'll be good soon. I just got to push through this part and it'll be good. Surely after this next area, it'll get good and I'll start enjoying it. Ah, running a guild, the guilt. Okay, we don't need to be here yet either. We're really puffing about. There you go, somewhat professional. Let's do... That's a good guild name. Not too professional, just somewhat professional. So we've been through Raquel Pass, and there's definitely nothing to the northwest. If you're in an RP guild, I suppose, but yeah, if you're... That's a sure sign that your guild probably takes itself way too seriously, if you're called something like that. At least try and come up with something like some original fantasy sounding bullshit. Or have it be a pun. Either or. Puns work fine. Call your guild wares and just be a whole bunch of salespeople. All right. So looking around, there's definitely no way out of here. Oh, we've got mammoths. They are probably going to be giant stacks of HP. Let's see. Well, I do have a policy that I'm happy to run away from any enemies, especially if it's going to be a boring fight. I do like to fight, a new enemy at least once. So let's hit the chief. Let's hit the chief. Let's hit the elephant. Let's do fire on him. When you want a certain PvP game in Guild War, it'll say your guild won in the chat. So when the game came out, someone made their name a spoiler. Oh no! Why? World chat, I'm guessing, obviously. Congratulations to Darth Vader as Luke's father. What? Oh, of course you can't turn it off. Nothing better for stopping harassment and everything else is having the world chat be unable to, being unable to turn things off. I don't know. Oh god, Elisa is gonna die. Yeah, there's a certain type of person who thinks spoiling something for others is hilarious. It's a hilarious prank. It's just like it's just lame, really. And yeah, some people do care way too much about spoilers. Fair enough, but it's just be courteous, you know. We've gotten completely whooped just walking from that town. We need to walk through the path. I really don't like how badly we're getting whooped. Like our levels are going up, but oof. Don't understand any sort of negative interaction when you can't see the result. Exactly. Like this is 2005 text chat. It's maybe if you're lucky, somebody will start typing in all caps in the chat, going "Fuck you, dude! You fucking spoiled it! Fuck you!" And even then, it's like, well done, golf clap. You made someone's day bad. There's definitely a non-spoilery chat here. Trust me. Barley you are completely correct. I am allowed to wonder, though. Well, that's the problem with, this kind of... all right. I don't remember how to get out of here. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like you're in the retro community on Twitch. Who knows what games anybody's played? There's always somebody who it could be their first time playing something. So we didn't spoil any of ME2. Don't worry. We kept spoilers to a minimum there. Never a big Harry Potter person. Probably too old for it when it came out. So I know what happens. I know all the spoilers. Yeah, never read them. Haven't seen the movies. I will probably see the movies when my kids are older. If they get into Harry Potter, we'll see. Well, there's quite a few channels that I've watched where it does say no spoilers or no backseating or whatever. So, well, they do have David Tennant in them, and my wife loves David Tennant, so I'm sure I'll end up watching them at some point. I think he's in them, isn't he? He's a side character. We need to improve the shout out bot or something. So you enter a chat, everybody gets an automatic shout out, and it's like, my name is blah, I'm playing this, and I don't want to be spoiled on this. I think that would not work. Yeah, Barley, but the real main problem is that Elisa's heal crystal, which was regenning her every turn, broke. So she's not regenning every turn, and so she's getting completely caned. Okay, so definitely can't go north from here. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Somewhat professional. That's the biggest raid I've ever had today, so that was really great. But yes, your chat would be unusable for God knows how long. Right, just going to stop the stream. I have to go back and read 30 people's non-spoiler policies. Oh, also, I turned text to speech on for them, so you won't be able to hear me for the next half hour. So they said it's okay. Just trying to figure out exactly where we're meant to go. Okay, we're looking for a cave. And it being northwest is somewhat true. There we go, we're getting back on track. Like, the only real issue I'm having with it is that the overland travel is just, the encounter rate is through the roof. It's like a car with non-animating wheels. I wish the drills were spinning and the wheels turned. That would be so cool. Look at this encounter rate. It is through the roof. Can I drive through these little ice mountains? Oh, let's beat up some skellies. Why not? The skeletons being able to hit multiple people with a single sword swing is a bit weird. I'll tell you that now. Spread out the damage. Tell you what, ironically, Refrose is doing a lot more damage than the Thunder spells, so Meow's almost becoming the default spellcaster now, leaving loots for healing. Mad Stalker. That's a cool enemy name. Oh, he just wanted to disappear. There you go. Sorry, his health. Not that flash. We'll heal out of battle. The numbers keep going up. We're nearly at level 50. I'm waiting for Tyrone to have just randomly one level of MP just to make you think what's going on. Then heal on Elisa. Yeah. Okay. Can't drive through those. Can't walk through those. Okay. You dared to take 3 steps. Come on, let's head north. What are some games I've completed on stream? Well, not Phantasy Star yet. Actually, so far, I've only been doing this for a short time, so it would be Metal Gear 1, Metal Gear 2, and Snake's Revenge. But Metal Gear Solid won't take me too long. I've played it to death. And aside from having to remember how some fights work, I think I'll get through it pretty quick. So, Stall getting affiliate. Getting affiliate is entirely out of my hands. Oh, still getting affiliate. I'm guessing that's a typo. Yes, I'm still getting affiliate. The average amount of viewers and the follower count is low. But I don't know. I'm just doing this for fun more than anything else, so. It just takes a minute. I wouldn't mind getting affiliate just so I can have emotes and stuff. So I can pick a channel point system. There's some creative ones I've seen. I want to see what I can come up with. I love doing, little tweaks of pixel art. So I'd love to see what I can come up with if I had to come up with my own emotes. You did. Oh, you didn't mean to say stall. Sorry, I thought maybe you typoed still. Well, yeah, absolutely. Like, it would. You can go right on in. You dig? Like, get some regulars, then get affiliate. Okay, well, that's fair enough. Like the current ad I get for affiliates is this Aussie guy about Optus, about our phones, one of our phone providers. So I'm sure he's a lovely bloke, but I'm sick to death of him. But I'm one of those. I am one of those people who goes, yeah, the ads help whoever I'm watching, so I'll sit through a 30-second ad. I'll live. It's when you get 3 in a row, and they're all 30 seconds. That's when things get a bit dicey. Or YouTube. Oh my god. YouTube Kids has just started getting ads, which is no good. Because if I use YouTube on the computer with an ad blocker, so I don't have to watch any bloody ads at all. But you watch YouTube on a TV or on PlayStation 4 or whatever, and hope you're paying attention because we might, randomly start an hour-long ad, and if you don't pay attention, it'll just keep playing. It would be nice to have some regulars. Hysteric Moon is definitely regular for Wednesdays at least. It's good to have you on board, Moon, by the way. It's almost like it's the internet equivalent of the front bar. You got your regulars. Everybody knows their name. No traps. Okay. 10,000 Masetta. Actually, we missed a path. Let's also do. Oh, Lisa, without regen, you're really struggling. Oh, okay. Well, that's a trick, isn't it? Although there are those who do, Mega Drive, SNES, Xbox, whatever challenges, trying to play everything. So you might come in for one game, you might jump in for, I don't know, Morrowind and see that they've got 350 Xbox games to go and you might stick around. I don't have a theme, I'm just playing games I like. So you're saying I should start streaming Guild Wars? Can't believe Katamari Damacy only got one viewer. That's a shame. It's a good game. It's got good tunes. Oh boy. Is every fight in this bloody morgue going to be with just bloody zombies? I tell you. Right. Now we are on. Now we are on first floor. So I'm guessing. Well, there's two options for this. It's a go down dungeon, and we're heading in the right direction, or it's a go up dungeon, and we're in the trap area. Judging by this cross setup, right? The bottom floor is just a trap. You'll forgive me for skipping some of these fights. If it's going to be the same enemies every time, same attacks, same everything. If they're going to take out half my health every time, then yes, it's really not worth it. But that's what max damage spells are for. We need a Fantasy Star equivalent of Holy, so we can just cast a mass Holy or mass Cure on these zombies and just auto kill them. I can see myself doing a kind of completionist thing, like. But every platform has so many games. I think I would get bored of it. Yes, Barley Bap, absolutely. I love the instant death ones. Just get Grizz to go, brrr, and then the enemies are gone. They melt away. Grizz, second best character in Fantasy Star 4, behind Kira. Ah, 2 stairways up. That's interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Oh man, this is gonna be. We went up the wrong staircase. Oh god, Alicia's health is not good. Oh, what am I doing? There we go, that's better. That's a much better MP equation. Alright. Went up the wrong staircase. The macros, I think they called them macros in Fantasy Star 4 were the best, so those combo attacks, oh. Had them all lined up for the final boss and just spammed them. Good times. I was very excited when I saw Collabo in this, and I was like, oh. We're burning through all the MP, though. And we're nowhere near a town. This is where they're testing us. Burning through your MP. Nowhere near a town. Nowhere near a save point. To get back here would take ages. You really do hope you can get through this in a one and done. G Heal's going to be getting a workout. I'm kind of sad they never did a Sega Ages of Fantasy Star 4. But, like the way it looks on the Mega Drive and like the mechanics of it, I don't think it needs it to a certain extent. I really think the art style and the, dare I call them, cutscenes, you almost couldn't improve on them anyway, so. So when we get to Fantasy Star 4 on the Mega Drive, I won't be complaining. I'll be probably gushing the whole time, except for the occasional dungeon, which will be, you know, a terrible maze. Oh, come on, man. Let me live. Let me find whatever item I need so I can get out of here. I'm waiting for that, you know. I'm waiting for that next enemy type to pop, and it's just not happening. Oh, God, where are we now? These dungeons are hell. Okay. Oh, my God. Okay. Another choice of stairways. Yeah, working at the morgue was really terrible. I kept falling into pitfalls every day. Dragon key. That's actually what we needed. We needed. Oh my god. Are we done with this dungeon already? Let's get a GG for finding that bloody key. Dragon's key. Unlocks the ice cave. We found that already. That's good. There's 2 sets of stairs going up here. What a terrible maze this is. How am I doing for time? Maybe I'll have a quick look at the ice cave after we go back and heal. Oh, yeah, okay. I bet the dragon key can open the ice cave, the dragon's lair. That's what I thought. Really? People can say the darndest things. Really, Lisa? Like what? Like break the 4th wall? X triangle square circle triangle square circle XX. Hang on. I'm going to write that down. Maybe that's a secret code. Some of the dialogue in this game is crazy. Okay. Where's my screenshot of that? Alright. X triangle square circle triangle square circle XX. Ah, okay. No secret code. Although with them saying, we've got the dragon key with the dialogue moving on, that means we're free. Free to leave. I need to get Elisa a new heal crystal though. The lack of regen is just completely hammering us. I think we get them from Calamite. So, drop a save. Into the 50s now. Love a screenshot. I was going back through my videos to just grab a screenshot for YouTube because there's dump stuff on YouTube. Why not? Let me know if anybody thinks I shouldn't. And then, of course, it's like, well, you know, we're live streaming. People can look at chat, can stop for a second. So why can't I stop for a second and grab a funny screenshot to use for YouTube or for Twitter? It's good that the game has a sense of humor. Spaceport. Gothic. Yes, please. There's 2 things before the ice cave. Screenshot the end of anything you find. Oh, you got to screenshot the ending screen. Oh my gosh, yes. How would you prove that you've beaten it otherwise? You're a tourist. It's a good way of putting it. I do not need weapons. I need heal crystals. Can I equip these? Oh, yes. Stack them up. Healing galore. All right. That's one thing. The other thing was each of those passes on Dezoris had Gothic. Gotta remember where everything is. Had a secret little area with those items, and we didn't get one from the first one. So let's just go back through the first one, because I think that will take us where we need it anyway. It's good for community building to immortalize silly or fun moments, but more than that, it's just fun to create a catalogue of memories of what you play. That's a great idea. Absolutely. Just imagine me in chat putting a this as well. Okay. Where was the first cave? I'm using a lot of maps and screenshots and stuff from pscave.org.com. It's proving to be a very appropriate name this evening. I'm running away from everything because I just want to go through the first tunnel and then teleport. Oh boy. All right. Tonight's screenshot would just be a gif of me running away. It would be more appropriate. Okay. Looking for secrets. I think I can see one. Definitely running away from blue slime. Screw those enemies. Ah, yes. Oh, no. When couldn't run appears on the screen, you need to start the Kill Bill music and the red lights need to come on. MMG's getting angry. That's alright, we can use spells. We're going to teleport out of here soon. We just need to get whatever item we can get. Look at that. Regen. That is what we need. Should have given everybody 2 heal crystals, I suppose. I can do that later. Elisa was being a giant thing. Oh, tell me about it, Barley. Absolutely. Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy. There's always a risk or reward. But I'll never get tired of Final Fantasy 9 when you run away, having the entire party turn around and run away where you hold both shoulder buttons. Best run animation in the business. I need some water. I'm sure one of the Persona games or Shin Megami Tensei games would have punished you greatly. 9 times out of 10 for trying to run away. Earthbound, I think they get free hits on you. I know that. Yeah, I was now level 50. Mother 1 was a lot harder than Earthbound, wasn't it? Is that how? Am I remembering things correctly? Yeah, so it looks like Earthbound would punish you greatly for your cowardice. How dare you not fight this clown-looking dude for the 15th time? Ring of Vulcan. All right, that must be for Tyrone. Belonging to the god Vulcan, restores HP as its wearer walks. Okay. Now everybody has more magic defense. They all regen as they walk. And we can teleport the hell out of here. Yeah, there are games where running is a definite strategy. It's definitely a good thing to do. And you shouldn't be afraid to run away from battles if they're, not worth your time. But there are other games where running is a completely pointless waste of time because the balance of it is too far off. And you just get punished so hard that it's not worth it. You can run from bosses in Chrono Cross? That's awesome. I've only experienced Chrono Cross through a Let's Play, so while that did go somewhat in depth into the game's problems, it didn't really talk about running away. So there you go. They ran around to get that's good. Like, take away mandatory defeat bosses, cutscene bosses if you want to call them that, and just give me bosses where you can have a few rounds. You can go, oh my god, I'm not ready for this, and then you can go, come back later. We'll wait. So does this take me? It doesn't take me back to the entrance I came in from. I thought I'd found a hack, but we know where the ice cave is, so that's pretty straightforward. I think turning right is the main way to get out of this bloody place. The rage is building. I want to have a crack at the ice cave, and then I'm going to call it a day. Okay. Focus fire on the chap in red. Sometimes I forget that Zolians are actually enemies in this game. I much prefer the other games where they're not enemies. Like, I can... Motavians too, yes, on Palmer. There is one village of Motavians that are friendly. Well, they call Palmans, you know, colonists and don't like them, but they'll talk to you. But the rest of them out in the game world, even with the Motavian ring, you just slaughter them all. And same deal with the Zorians. You've got one town where half the town lies to you, as they described. I much prefer the later games where they're just treated like any other people. The later games in the series didn't really talk much about the genocides committed by the original heroes. How's everybody's health going? Oh, I say that. Well, at least yeah. Now this is a spoiler alert. This is a spoiler alert for this game. So heads up. Actually, no, I won't say it. We'll get there eventually. But if you've played the other Phantasy Stars, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like on a podcast or a YouTube video, you can hit the skip ahead button if somebody says spoiler warning, but you can't really skip ahead in a live stream. So spoilers wouldn't really work in that regard. That's the plan. Wednesday is a Phantasy Star. I'll get the brick wall's got to be Phantasy Star 3. Never beaten it. Not a big fan of it, but I do want to play. I want to beat it. I want to see the end. I may use a guide to tell me, because there's how many endings in Phantasy Star 3? There's more than one. I've got the PlayStation 2 Sega Ages Phantasy Star 2 ready and waiting after this one, so wasn't a completely terrible time. Did you try and get multiple endings, or was it just a case of you got the ending you got and called it a day? I didn't actually revive Lutz. I'm a clown. Well, then you'll have to tell us what ending you got. No way you're playing it for other endings. I think, and this is another vague memory from reading, cheap magazines 20, 30 years ago. The third generation isn't actually that long. You could drop a save before, you get married and have kids. I think you get married and have kids in that game. And then pick a different wife, and at least that way you can get a couple of the endings quicker. But yeah. I got the twins in the final generation. They were broken in combat, but the ending was underwhelming. Would not recommend. Alright, avoid the twins. I've got twin niece and nephew. So, sorry, twin niece and nephew, we're not going to be honouring you in Phantasy Star 3. Blame the Scottish. The combat moon is like the other games. But the animations are the weirdest bit about it. Oh, let me run away, please. You had fast combat on the PSC collection. You could steamroll everything magic. Okay. I'm really getting... You can steamroll everything matching attack. That's awesome. Okay, this time I revived Lutz, and then I forgot to actually heal him. Well, I tell you what, Elisa's Lookster tech is getting lots of use. I do like those additions to collections like auto battle and all the stuff. You can play the collection if you want any quality of life for 3. Maybe. I'll have to look that up, Moon. Thanks for the recommendation. You know, the grind can be, you know, a bit boring for people, so anything to make that a bit quicker. Double XP in gold, I think, is one option. Also faster. Look, faster walk speed, yes. Double XP in gold, maybe not. You do want to see if the balance was any good back in the day. Yeah, any game, every game needs a faster walk speed. Maybe I've got ADD. There we go. Now we have healed, fully healed. Oh yeah, 2's walk speed was no good as well. Do you get vehicles in 3? Because, you know, the walk speed was somewhat, you know, it wasn't too much fun for dungeons, but at least on the overworld, you got some type of vehicle that went faster. Oh, you do get vehicles, awesome. All I know about Phantasy Star 3 is that you get married, have kids, and it's called Generations of Doom because there's like 3 generations or something, and Ren's in it. That's all I know. And Rappies. Rens and Rappies. Ah. Okay. Let's get an Atlas on. They all have difficulty settings, which usually just reduces enemy encounters and increases golden XP. So balance fixes, really. Make them less grindy. That actually sounds really appealing. I will look up this PS2 collection. Makes dungeons less risky. Could you screw yourself out? Oh, I guess with double gold and double XP, you won't end up being underleveled for any bosses. So is that a Japanese one, Moon? Is it just... but it comes with English stuff. I'd have to look for, you know, Japanese ISO. Now. Alright, I'll look it up. I'll add it to the ever-growing list. Now, let's get to the ice cave. These guys go down one ice spell, so. Oh, M2 did it. I think. Okay. I know there was a collection on the GBA as well. Thankfully, Sega had no qualms about re-releasing its stuff. I have, and I've had them for a very long time. I have the Gaidens. Guidance? Please let me know, Japanese speakers, if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. I have them. I have them translated. I have had them for a very, very long time. So I will definitely have to guide in. Okay, cool. There you go. Learning something new. This is an educational stream. Yeah, so I've got like Seeker's Adventure and all that other stuff, and they're just like they're Game Gear text adventures, so definitely have to give them a look. But they're after Phantasy Star 2, so okay, Ice Cave, and we've got the key. We've got the secret. A race to see who's more behind. Yeah, I 4 is my favourite. 4 will always be my favourite. But 2 being set up as... Oh, I think they've had English patches for a very long time. Like, these would be very old English patches. You'll be agony if you don't. And boring as fuck. Yeah, fair enough. Just having an English to Japanese dictionary handy just every time. Going, what are they saying? I get the fright seeing this type of enemy, considering the Vulcans and the other... Just can't bounce off it as well. Yeah, fair enough too. Leave it to Barley Bap. Yes, absolutely. Leave it to the expert. Oh my god, the damage and poison. God. Oh, just die already. Please have an antidote. Other people have antidotes. Why don't you have an antidote? Ugh. The only person without a bloody... Only person without an antidote. It could be a stream crossover. Watch it in English here on Hysteric Moon's channel and then switch over to Barley Baps to see the Japanese version. Ah, I've got 2 doors. That's bad. 2 doors is a bad idea. Ah! Oh! Why must you punish me, game? Okay. Let's run away. Let's heal just in case. Oh, jeez. Oh, wow, okay. This cave might be very simple in layout. You like to play in Japanese as it's usually better, but you can't do it well at all. Do you speak Japanese all right, Moon, being over there? Is it more of a reading thing, or...? Moon's Japanese is really good. Oh, there you go. Output is your lowest skill. You know what I've noticed in this bloody game, though? We have never cast Lutz's rebirth spell because nobody has died except for Lutz. Oh my god. I do like how you get the regen even when you run away. Okay. This could be a very simple dungeon, or it could be hiding a bit of a trick. But let's heal anyway. So they've been picking on my cat. They always kill the cat. Yes. Target the mage. They're a glass cannon. Okay. Oh. Alright, let's see how we go against 2 of them. Probably not going to go well. Black Mage, oh. All the D&D gold box games on the, Commodore 64 and PC, it's a race to see who can hit whose magic users first, because if you hit the magic user, then they can't cast spells. And in low-level D&D, you have no HP whatsoever. Rune with a shield in each hand. That's not a bad idea. Don't need a weapon to cast spells after all. Balance out by the end becomes spongy again, but it's effective mid-game. There we go. I'm picking up tactics, which I will not remember by the time it rolls around. Don't use the twins. 2 shields for Rune. Okay. Okay, where are we now? I'm just going to be a bit, well, from a logical standpoint, a cave shouldn't have too many trapdoors, but that's not evidence of anything. Suikoden, when it kills me to take mages who only do short range. Oh yeah. Sometimes you have to though. A mage who only has single target spells is just a warrior with a fancy effect. The point of a mage character in RPG is that they can do status effects, or they can hit everybody, or more than one anyway. Luke is garbage in 1 and Courtney in 2. They rehabilitated him in 2, did they? They are trying to kill Lutz as quickly as they possibly can. I think... Okay. The poison attack is the main problem. If this turns out to be a single level dungeon, I'll be very happy. Ah, sugar. Let me do that. Thanks, Barley Bub. You have a good time. Go hang out with your nephew. That sounds like fun. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, I was kind of saying it earlier, but Mew's position in the party is a bit strange. Almost a bit of an all-rounder. Hello? It's the Frost Dragon, and we just healed. Yes. Right, okay now, attack. Go team. I'm probably going to end the stream after this fight, Barley Bap, so you could have hung around, that's right. Let's do a random creature party. Oh yes, good point. Yeah, probably. Maybe there was a Dragon Quest game that had you let you recruit a slime or something. Let's do Waller first. And let's chuck some spells at it. Surely fire will do lots of damage to the Ice Dragon. 108. Not bad. Ooh. We're going to need magic defense. We're going to have to heal through that. Okay. Let's attack. Magic defense. Attack. Healing. We'll be doing that a lot. I'm so happy that it's only a single level dungeon though. If it was like 10 floors to just find this one bloody dragon, I would be going mad. If we do have to fight the Ice Dragon again, I think we'll be going with magic defense straight up. Okay, everybody's health is pretty good. MP's not the greatest, but what we can do now that we've buffed the defense, we can start buffing the attack. Alright, let's start doing some damage. Oh. Oh, look at that. Look at that reduction in damage though. That's great. Okay. Attack. Buff Elisa. Attack. Yeah, let's stick with fire. It's a Frost Dragon, it makes sense. Oh my god. Okay, let's do a G heal on Meow. Oh, love it when a heal goes off early in the round. I should have I potentially should have unequipped Tyrone's Ice Crystal. It's probably doing more harm than good at the moment. Okay, let's attack, 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 and let's heal. Oh, we don't want to see that. Okay, attack. I don't know how long this spell lasts for because that damage is back through the roof again. Is it just bad dice rolls? What is this? Oh god. Don't bring out new attacks late in the battle. Don't scare me like that. Not sure how much damage we've done so far. Probably not that much, really. Okay. Attack. Meow, let's buff your attack as well. Why not? Oh, why did I have Loot's attack? That's just a waste of time. Oh my god, it paralyzes too. Real good. Let's heal and let's see if we just get him out of paralysis just by being stubborn. Okay, they stayed frozen. Lutz is almost out of MP, so that's no good. Oh, please die soon, dragon. Oh my god. Okay. How much does Ra heal do? 80. That'll do. Oh, I've got soul atomizers somewhere, don't I? I should probably get them out of paralysis. This is really dragging things down. Oh, there we go. Finally. Okay, attack. De-heal, attack. Oof. I'm going to actually keep Lutz attacking. Might need a random G heal just to keep things going. Please don't paralyze half the party, thank you. This guy's tough. Oh no! That's my one... Oh. Okay. Let's attack, attack, attack. Does everybody have healing items? Probably not. But Lutz can still be the healer. 150. Yes, okay. Let's keep that health topped off. I wish for those MP regaining items. I wish there were. Right, well there was nothing we could do about that. Couple of bites and he's dead. Right. We've just got to try and keep going. Just got to try and keep going. Because we do not have we don't have the resurrection items yet. It's the moon atomizer, I think, brings people back. We certainly haven't seen that yet. Loots, of course, had all the trimates as well. Okay. Not gonna bother with Roganine, that's useless. Come on, give me one trimate. There we go. Come on, we've got to do it. First go. We've beaten every other boss first go. God, how's she still standing? I'll never know. She's gone. That's it for her. We're going to see the game over screen. Awesome. I can already see where my strategy went wrong, so let's just keep attacking until we're all dead, then we'll try again. Thank you, Moon. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging around. Sorry I could not show you beating this boss. No worries. All right, take it easy. Oh, God. Hanging around for the cat being a dragon by itself. Not going to happen. There it is. Game over. All right. Well, I think I have a new strategy in place. I've been going for about, over 2 hours now, so that's enough for one day when you're a bit sunburnt and cooked. So thanks everyone for watching. We'll be back next week with some more Fantasy Star and with better strategy. Have a good night.